The Goldie Gossip Podcast. Step to the throne.
Likey.
Welcome to the 40th edition of the Goldie Gossip Podcast. I'm your host, Goldie Himalaya. Welcome, kings and queens. Welcome to the throne. As you can see, I got my boy here. This is No Booty Rudy, the cowardly dog. Scared of a shadow and he's scared of a frog. He's always sitting around like a bump on the log. He's No Booty Rudy, the cowardly dog. All right, little fella, go ahead. Take a break. Go ahead. Go ahead. Okay, go ahead. Sit down. Okay, peeps. All right, let's get this party started. Happy Memorial Day weekend. We hope everybody's having a good time. Kicking back. I did a little barbecue, had a little sippy sip, had a good time. All right. Welcome, kings and queens, to the Goldie Gossip Podcast. I'm your host, Goldie Himalaya. And let's get into some Goldie Gossip news. First of all, I'd like to say we lost somebody who I really, really like. An actor by the name of Ray Liotta. I really like Ray Liotta. He recently passed away here at the age of 67 years old. Ray Liotta is best known, as far as I'm concerned anyway, for Goodfellas. He was in Goodfellas, but he was in a lot of other stuff. And I really, really like Ray Liotta, and I'd like to give condolences to his family and fans and friends. All right, more Goldie Gossip news. Me and Nancy has been inspired to write a children's book. It's called The Luckiest Caterpillars. And just give you the backstory on why we decided to do this is we ordered caterpillars from a website called Insect Lore. And we grew the caterpillars, they turn into chrysalis, and then they turn into butterflies, and we let them go. And it was a really, really cool experience. We had a really, really good time doing that, and it inspired us to write a short children's book. It's called The Luckiest Caterpillars. So look out for that. I'll let you guys know what's going on that later. All right. Let's get out of the Goldie Gossip news And I'm getting ready to give you guys another special story. I'm going to tell you guys the story of how I pimped out the stars for some moolah. That's right. Okay. And just to let you know, the stars are Richard Chamberlain, Gene Simmons, O.J. Simpson, Michael Jackson, and a representative of the hospital. Now, let me give you the backstory. I'm working at the hospital, and it's a Saturday, and I'm working at a part of the hospital that's closed on Saturdays. It's outpatient part of the hospital. So I'm cleaning up, and I go into this room, and I see a picture. It's an 8 by 10 color picture of Richard Chamberlain, Gene Simmons, O.J. Simpson, Michael Jackson, and a representative of the hospital. The event is called Camp Good Times. Every year they give an event for the terminally ill kids and the really, really sick kids to a camp with the stars. Nothing but celebrities. And it's not publicized at all. It's a chance for the kids to experience being with celebrities in a setting where they can play and have fun and just be regular kids. So, at the time, Michael Jackson was the guy that was the focus of the picture that I saw. I said, ooh, that's Michael Jackson. And at the time, this was around Beat It. This was just after Thriller or maybe on to Beat It. He was really popular. He wasn't light-skinned yet. He still had his dark face, but he had the trim nose. And I said, man, I could use that picture. That's Michael Jackson. So, just to let you know, disclaimer, anything I may have allegedly done is past the statute of limitations, and they fired me anyway in the end. So, I'm telling the story. I got that picture, and I took it home, and I put it in my recording studio, and I kept it. I kept it a long time. It was almost dust on the picture because I had forgot about it. And so, fast forward. I'm in the San Fernando Valley in my crib. I'm laying down and I'm watching TV. And what do I see on TV? The white Ford Bronco. OJ was on the nut. He was going down the 405 freeway. And he was running from the cops. He had a brigade of cops behind him. And I say, OJ. And I remembered, I say, that picture that I got, it's got OJ in it. And I went and I got the picture. I looked at it. And it was all over the news. I mean, everything about the OJ Simpson trial. He wasn't even arrested yet. He was still on the nut. And I say, I could capitalize on this. So what I did, I went out and I bought 3 magazines. I bought the National Enquirer. I bought the Star magazine. And I bought the Globe. So I got to the crib. This is the easiest money I ever made in my life. I'm laying up in the crib in my bedroom. Okay, guys. So I'm laying on my bed. I see OJ going on the nut on the 405. And I say, I got that picture. I went to my studio. I got the picture. Sure enough, OJ is in the picture. So I went out. I bought the National Enquirer. I bought the Star magazine, and I bought the Globe. Got back home, got in my bedroom, called up the National Enquirer. I figured they would be the most famous ones. They was tripping. They were busy. So I moved on and I called the Star magazine. I got in touch with the editor. It was a lady. She was tripping. So I said, you know what? I'll get back to you. So I went to Plan C. I called the Globe magazine. I told him, I got this picture. I want to FedEx it over to you. I FedExed him the picture, and he says, how do I know that this picture is real? How do I know it's not photoshopped? And I was a bit perplexed, you know. He says, if you can give me any type of documentation that this photo is authentic, we can do business. So my wife, my ex-wife, I should say my ex-wife, she was working in the cancer pediatric ward at the time. So she was connected with Camp Good Times, the program, dedicated for kids who were dying or very, very sick, and they had a chance to go out and camp and have a good time with the stars, whatever. I think I explained that to you. But anyways, she had a brochure from Camp Good Times. And I say, that'll be perfect. I went to my old lady, I got the brochure. I got a Xerox copy of all of the pages of the brochure, authenticating the actual event with the stars and everything. And I FedExed it over to him. And he said, okay, I like this. So, how much do you want for it? Now, at this point, I was in trouble because I had never sold a photo before. I didn't know what to ask for. I didn't want to lowball myself, but I didn't want to ask too much. He wouldn't give me an amount. He told me to give him an amount. So I said, if I asked you for $1,000, you may hang up in my face. There was a long pause and he said, I'll give you the $1,000. Man, I almost died. I FedExed him the picture. He FedExed me a check for $1,000. I took it to the bank. I lost the check on the way to the bank, but I retrieved it. Thank God. When I walked into the bank and I cashed the check, all of the tellers came over and they were all excited because this was still new on the news. And I felt like a celebrity in the bank, but I cashed the check. I bought an old raggedy car. It was brown. I called it OJ. It broke down after 6 months. But anyways, I made $1,000 off of Richard Chamberlain, Gene Simmons, Michael Jackson, O.J. Simpson, and the hospital. They fired me anyway, so screw them. I'm going to close out the show with a video. It's called You're Liked. I produced other artists. This was a young lady. She did a couple of demos with me. She's a very good artist. So I'm going to close out the video with You're Liked. Goldie Himalaya, y'all.
Feeling blue, how I hate it when you go. your bride forever and ever. Your light, although the summer breeze. Your light, a friend in need. Your light, my favorite dessert. Oh boy, I like the way you flirt. Boy, I am so in love with you, and I know you love me too. I'll be yours forevermore. Our love is true, you must know. Make love to me by the roaring sea till the morning comes. Stay by my side, I want to be your bride